So we have a national convention next week. What are some tips that you can give like during those huge events? Because you have a 2-day career fair. There's like 10,000 kids talking with the different companies. You get so many connections. But what are some tips that you will hear?
All right, so a couple tips. I would look at the schedule beforehand and make sure you're in the area of the cool shit. Let's say you worked aerospace and there was a 6th-generation stealth technology exhibit. That's probably the people you want to talk to. So you want to be around just before and just after that class. You want to be in that area. So that's what you want to look for, is kind of strategically map out the area. Like if you're in the World Congress Center here in Atlanta, there's only a couple levels. There's a couple of main presentation rooms. And you just filter your way back and forth between those, because that's where everybody's going to be traveling, and that's where you'll connect with people. That's where you'll stumble into the dude that you've researched and you know who he is, and you trip and fall in front of him or whatever the hell it takes to get their attention. So being in the right spot to make the connection is key, and being in the right spot to learn the thing you wanted to learn is key. If you know the best dude in the world at that is giving a talk, well then wedge your way in there standing room only in that room no matter what it takes, right? And then ask him a stupid question, so dumb that he remembers you when you come up to talk to him later. And I don't mean stupid like simple question. I mean something that is memorable, right? You know what I mean? Okay. Make a fool of yourself if you need to. That's an easy way for everybody to remember you. Hey, I was the idiot that asked the stupid question about such and such, right? All right. Another key tip for you guys. Be ready to connect in all the different ways that are possible. So if I talk to a boomer Gen X guy, business cards. If I talk to the millennial dude, I might do the phone bump. I might do the IG if I'm a Gen Z. You need to be ready to connect in all those different matters, okay? The other thing you want to do is have the notes and speech to text on your phone very quickly, because you want to put in your notes, date, and then kind of timestamp when you have time, but pop in. Talk to Sally, mechanical engineer with aerospace company, need to send her a picture of an airplane. Like, give yourself notes. Give yourself little pauses between conversations. The other one is try to cement people's names. Everyone plays this bullshit game of, oh, I'm no good with names. No, you choose to be no good with names. Okay, there's like 9 scientific techniques to learn people's names when you meet them. Study them and look them up and practice them. Okay, I'm not even going to go into what they are because you guys can take the time to do that. So learn people's names and use them. There's nothing better than hearing your own name. And there's nothing worse than hearing your own name pronounced incorrectly after you've already told them how to pronounce it. And there's nothing worse than them mispronouncing it and then making fun of you and saying, oh, I have trouble with complicated names. Well, that means you just don't care about people, right? Let's go back. Be in the right area to make the connections with the people you want to talk to, doing the things you want to talk about, right? Be ready to connect in 5 or 6 different ways. If it's the most important person on earth and your phone just died and you can't find your card, well, Sharpie on your arm, whatever it takes to get enough information that you can connect with that person. And then the second you get away from them, speech to text what went down and what you need to talk to them about. If they mention something that's coming up, send them a news clip about it. Send them an email. Hey, I appreciate your time, and I think it was super cool what you were saying about such and such. Like, make it a personal connection when you actually send that connection. And take a minute. You're better off having 5 to 6 really solid, deep connections than 150 shallow ones. Quantity is not necessarily your friend here. Quality is, right? Don't only talk to one person, though. Another thing is, let's say you go there with 3 really good friends. And I'll give you an example. So I went to a business conference last February with my wife. And I told her when we landed in Mexico, I said, I won't see you all week because I already know you. This ain't a vacation and we're not here together. We're here as a team and we're here to talk to as many people as possible. So you're going to work one half of the room and I'm going to work the other half. And if we're ever in the same place at the same time, we failed. Unless we're making a connection. Hey, Zane, you need to talk to this guy. Hey, Rachel, you need to talk to this guy. Set up teams, especially if there's multiple things you guys want to do going on at the same time. Okay, well, Freddie's going to go over here. Zoe's going to go over here. Angel's going to go over here. Alex is going to go over here. And then you guys come together in the middle of the day and trade names of people to talk to. And that way, when you see that guy, hey, Freddie told me all about you. Holy shit, who's Freddie? Oh, he was talking to you yesterday and he was telling you about such and such. Oh, wow, someone actually remembered and knows who I am. Now you're making a really deep connection. So there's kind of your tips. Tag team it, work as a team, speech to text, be able to connect in 5 or 6 different ways.